Okay, so last time we were solving the mystery of the moon sugar poisonings, retrieving Mirisa from the Imperial, for the Imperial cult from the Mead Hall of Thirsk, and we started retrieving the gifts of the nature to the Skaal. I think we did 3 of the 6 quests for that. If memory serves, the last one was the Beast Stone, which was right near Thirsk. We also basically explored much of Solstheim in the process. Although, of course, we mostly passed it by. Let's see. That was on this side of the scrolls. I don't like how basically your scrolls kind of cut your books in half. So you have a few before that and a few after that. Not that one, but this one. Okay, Greedymon disappeared, blah blah blah. The good beast, yeah, we did that. The first trees had been missing. Alright. Find the first tree. We'll do that. Okay, the tree stone. The tree stone. Where do we find that? Again, I know I can basically do that in any order I like, but I actually prefer to do that for roleplay reasons in the same order that Ivor, whatever his last name was, indeed. Which should also be reasonably close to the tree stone. So go a bit north from here. Yeah, try to be somewhere north. Stop that. I'm always creeped out when that happens, and then 2 people will give you the same line at the same time. It sounds so creepy. Look at that, a wolf. It's more like a dog to me, but ooh, a fruit hag.
This fighting?
At least that's all out of Magica. A bit. Let's get our attributes fixed up. Why would you carry a pellet with you? Seriously, I'm not getting that. Anyway, we have to get to the tree stone, which I believe actually marked on the map last time. There's a Kolfinar's dwelling. We'll just go north from here. I'll check it again. I say I don't like how the how those fruit eggs always hit your attributes quite hard. In other notes, we are burning through our arrows quite fast. Which is pretty good to see, to be honest. I'm actually pleased with that because it means we'll get more weight freed up. Is this just a... I think it's just a piece of rock. Another plague bear dead. It could be the tree stone though. No, it's just a rock. And the grizzly bear. Look at this accumulation of enemies. There's a plague wolf, a barbarian, a fruit hag, another wolf, and a grizzly bear. Which is the only thing I'm not actually planning to kill there. Okay, let's go for the barbarian next. Let's actually take out that wolf first. Or not. Okay, let's hit the Fruise Hag then. Nice, I didn't expect her to go down in one shot. But I like that. There's another wolf in that tree. Sneakily hidden. And completely safe from arrows. Can't say I'm in favor of that. I'm quite sure I marked the tree stone. Again, I don't exactly know if those markings will persist on the map when you load the game. So we'll see. Okay. Miscellaneous. I need my location again. Location of the stones. Okay, the tree stone is basically southeast of that river. It would be that river there, so somewhere over here. Probably here, because that's the border of the area we've explored. Or we've at least seen. Not quite explored, but we have at least seen. Huh. So, further north we go. I believe just like in the base game and a Mournhold, the more quest and plot relevant things are hidden from you by strategic snow covers and rock slides and whatever. So you basically can't go in certain caves until the game says, okay, yep, now you should go in there. Should be near the tree stone now. Okay, one wolf down. It's not down, it's going my way. Yep, that one's angry. Not dead, but angry. We could go skin all those wolves, but I don't care. If we were short on cash, I'd just grab some of the artifacts, maybe Chrysamere from my tower, and sell them to the artifact museum. That should net us enough money to basically buy most of Sol's time. Another cave. It's also a reason why I'm not going to every smuggler's cave and... Stop it, would ya? It's also why I'm not going to every cave and smuggler's den I see. Because there's simply no need to do that. We are so ungodly rich. I'm still not getting why I don't seem to score any crits anymore. Ow, stop that. Okay, what is in there? Yeah. I'm not sure if those wolf packs are so big as well when you... Solbjord. I've been in there, I think. I'm not sure if those wolf packs are smaller if you enter Solstheim as a lower level character. Or if the game just... Oh yeah, there's my marking, there's a tree stone. Or if that's basically the game saying, yeah, you should probably return here when you're stronger. And not just equipped in your Legion uniform anymore. Which objectively sucks. I think there's nobody who would really say, yeah, Legion uniform is top tier armor. Unless, of course, you count the Lord's Mail, which I think actually qualifies as Legion uniform. Then again, if you don't have it, or if you have it back from Barrows Continues, you've pretty much already become the lead Legion officer, so nobody should actually bother you about your uniform anyway. Okay, moving on. We're almost at the tree stone, it's over this way. You might even see it if there weren't all the trees, which are supposedly gone. So it should have been much easier to find for good old Ivar. But there's a tree stone. Okay, the first is gone. Travel east and find the one who has stolen the seeds. East is this way. And the one who has stolen the seeds is not too hard to spot. However, in my ongoing quest to rid my inventory of useless arrows, I'm going to go a bit out of my way in shooting that wolf. Okay, further east. This is not the one who has stolen the seeds. This is just a barbarian. But if we weren't killing him, nobody would. Most likely. So we can also another one of those things. Come on. Okay, it's down. Travel east. There's a barbarian. Should have just kept that bow out, really. Oh, there's a lot of wild animals. I didn't think Saltzheim was that well equipped with those, but apparently it is. So, marksman training. How did I miss that? Okay. What we're looking for is basically an accumulation of Spriggans. Okay, that one just got angry from that. Also, the first barbarian who actually has the brilliant idea of bringing a weapon to the fight, even though it's just a droid staff. Still not quite the greatest of all weapons, but at least it's a weapon. It's a Freeze hack, we'll leave her alone for now. Somewhere over here there should be a group of Spriggans. I'm not sure how far east we have to go for that though. I'm going east, right? I'm just making sure. Okay, somewhere to the east. Can be quite a ways, so it might even be beyond that river. But I think it would still be nice to have at least, I don't know, less enemies around, or less wildlife while this, I know I've restored wildlife. I wish I hadn't, though. That have less wildlife roaming the land. Yeah, I believe it might actually have been created in greater quantities now that we have restored that gift of the Allmaker. I don't feel it was a very good reward, though. I mean, I kind of wish I hadn't. Yeah, just like the good beast, which is also, and its Reekling attackers, this is also invisible until you actually activate that quest. So you can't just go here, grab those seeds, and then go to the stone. Okay, further east we go. Somewhere here should be the bloody things. I think beyond this hill thing is a good start, or a good orientation. I don't think it was close to the hill anyway. Okay, out of arrows. At least out of those ones. So you really should have brought at least a weapon. Okay, more wolves. I know I have more arrows, but screw it. There's another one of those. Okay, so I think this up there is another stone. So we want to keep that in mind. Have we been here? No, we haven't. So this might be the, I don't know, sunstone? Probably not. Okay, we've been traveling east from the tree stone quite a bit. And so far we have not seen the thing I was looking for. What is it? A group of Spriggans with a Rickling. Okay, it's dead. I believe Skaal actually had to kill. You could kill both the Rickling and the bristleback separately. It could become quite hazardous. Where the hell is that stupid? We've been here before. Okay. I don't see any Spriggans though. And as much as I keep railing onto that, this is one of those times when a quest marker may actually be a good thing and it would be appreciated. I'll turn back. I was hoping I was out of detection range of that. At least they suck at sneaking. I said completely not noticing another one, no? Okay, I was getting 2 attacks there, so I thought this was a second one attacking me, but it wasn't. Okay, what are you?
You there? Can you help a warrior in trouble?
Ingmar. I think this is one of the Skaal. What's your problem? Hail. I'm not sure what your business is out here in the wild, but I'm glad you're not one of my Skaal brothers. They surely wonder why I'm not inside the barrow, killing the Valbrandr Draugr. Okay. What about it? Aye, it's the Draugr that resides here in Valbrandr Barrow. I'm supposed to kill it, you see, single-handedly. Killing a Draugr is a task every Skaal lad must complete before becoming a man. Only I can't kill it. I tried. It nearly slit my throat. But I can't return to my village until it's dead, so maybe you could help. You could go with me, serve as distraction. Okay. I think that wouldn't be right. You've got to kill this yourself. I could borrow you, I don't know, a sword maybe. Ugh, fine, we'll go. Okay. Good. With your help, I'll make short work of the Draugr. Lead on. I'll follow, and when we encounter the beast, you distract it while I attack. Please do not attack the Draugr. I alone must attack and kill it. At least then, well, I may retain a shred of my honor, and at least feel like I've earned my place among my people. Even if I did get a little help. Okay, fine. Let me just fix my stuff quickly. So, do not attack the Draugr. We can do that. I'm good at not attacking stuff. Where is my blacksmithing gear? All the way end of the list. I'm quite sure that bow would not actually meet the standards of a war bow. I mean, it can hardly fire 50 shots, and I think that's way more... in an actual battle, you probably want to shoot way more than 50 shots. Ah, there goes. I knew I should have wiped some save games. Alright. Oh well. Yes, unlike the Good Beast, this is not actually a time-sensitive task where you might want to get there before anything happens. Draugr.
You should have picked an easier opponent.
Well, I guess I can at least level my blocking skills like that. Can actually also help for some restoration for myself. Okay, we've done that. Can I talk to you now? And by the gods, it was a good fight. Did you see me? I was magnificent. With the Draugr dead, I am truly a man. I've got to get back to the Skaal village and tell my brothers the good news. If you're ever in the village, come to my house and I shall greet you as a brother. Oh, and I trust to keep this between the two of us. I wish I could offer some kind of reward, but I have so little. I know, I shall leave the Draugr's treasure be. It's yours, friend. Take all you like. Okay. So there is some Stalrim here. Some more Nordic silver weapons. There's a fair bit of Stalrim here. But that Draugr was mostly broke. I feel a bit ripped off, but fine. That's movement. Not the kind we need. Okay, let's go back to the tree stone again. Okay, that is dead already. So back west. This was Uncle Sweetchair's hut, right? Yes. Quite sure it is. Yeah. Okay, back to the tree stone we go. We'll take out that bear on the way. Stay down. Okay. It's kind of fun how a few points of blocking actually seem to make blocks way more frequent now. I mean, not way more frequent, but a fair bit. Okay, I think I've veered off too far south. Let's do this again and go straight east. There's the tree stone. Not gathering every bit of holly here. There's little point in that. Okay, from the tree stone straight to the east. You actually want to be careful around at least the Riekling. Because everything there is counted as a group, so as soon as you attack the Riekling, everything will become aware of your location. Oh yeah, that is the thing I wanted to avoid. Precisely the thing I want to avoid. Okay, we need to kill the Riekling. We can also kill the first those Spriggans. I don't think it makes a difference. But we really want to kill that Rickling. Oh, this is gonna be so bad for my armor. Yeah, basically, if you kill that Rickling... I said if you kill that Rickling, and not get torn to shreds by those Spriggans... Okay. I need the healing potion here. Okay, if I take that now, if I loot that Rickling now. Okay, we'll have to lure those Spriggans away. Ow, stop it! To walk in a bit of a circle here. Okay, he has strange seeds. If I take those Spriggans will become way more friendly. And now we need to return to the tree stone. There was a clearing northwest of the tree stone where they might be planted. That's basically your hint. And those Spriggans here are the only ones affected by this. Any other Spriggan will still try to kill us. Also, you have to take those directions literally. It is straight east. Okay. Unless they give you an actual landmark to find, it's generally very close to whatever you're told to go east from. Let's head northwest of here. Northwest is this way. Okay, I would like to... Yes. So now we can return to the thing. Woohoo! I have achieved the gift of trees. So let's save the game again. And I will of course have to override a node save game. 471. There we go. Okay, let's again fix our stuff, because I think we took quite a beating there. And this is one of the more dangerous bits. What I usually try to get done is... Oh yeah, that was close. My pauldron really got... almost got taken out there. Yeah, so what I usually do is I try to sneak up on that Rickling, kill it, and then basically ignore all those Spriggans. Didn't work as well this time. So it's... yeah, sometimes my plans just fail. I need more of those repair things. Okay, what's the next thing? We should have 2 more stones to go. Story of Ivar. Where's miscellaneous stuff? Where scrolls both miscellaneous and magical. Story of Ivar. Okay, what's the thing? Gift of trees. Okay. So I always had for the sun would only burn and the winds would not yet cool him. Okay, go to the sunstone next. The sunstone I think was more on the south. Yeah, pretty much at the end of that river. Can I remove that marker now? Yes. I believe also you may be able to get short-term benefits similar to shrines from the Dunmer. So you can, once that entire quest is complete, I think you can approach those stones and you basically get a certain attribute bonus also from those shrines. Just like you would from those, as I said, those shrines in the temple. get the special blessing. When you get well-offs, whatever. Those things. Okay. The Hulls of Penumbra. We've seen those already. Knock it off, Wolf. Would ya? Alright. So there should be a river somewhere here. Just follow that to the south coast. Actually, this might be the stone already. It's kind of nice if you have a bigger drawing distance, because it makes it easier for you to find those at least those very far or widely visible ones. Okay, now where have the Penumbra hulls gone? They gotta be somewhere in Solstheim. The quests here never lead you to the main continent. Skyrim didn't do that, because they had quick traveling, but over here most quests are basically confined to here. So it's not like anyone will go, yeah, I've located this or that thing on Vardenfell, could you go fetch it for me? Are these the Penumbra hulls? No. That's a Skogsdrake barrow. That we will probably enter those barrows at some point in the future, but not until we can actually use Stalrim. Okay, there's a sunstone. Go to the west. West is this way. And free the warm sun from the hulls of Penumbra. We go west through those very conveniently placed rocks. I mean, of course, this... Ah yeah, now we have wasted enough time to also get back to Raven Rock. Really stupid idea, Wolf. Go back to Raven Rock and figure out if we can get a new task there, which I will do after this ordeal for the Skaal. Although I might actually do that after the Sunstone quest. I think those tasks really take a while. Okay, I think this would be the Hulls of Penumbra. So that tells me this bear here is up for a beating. Okay, Wolf, I'm not sure if that's smart. If you see me basically take on that bear without any issues, what makes you think I'm a good dinner? Same for you, stupid boar. Okay, so this should be the Hulls of Penumbra, which, thanks to our night vision ring, should not be too difficult to actually navigate through. So thank you very much, Azura. Yes, Hulls of Penumbra. Yeah, I believe those are basically covered by snow, so you can't find that entrance before you get that quest. They are not that devoid of light. Let's see how devoid of light they look when we actually remove Azura's ring. Yeah, it's still fairly visible. But I will take that ring. I'm not sure how it showed on YouTube, but it's still decently visible here. Although, of course, they clearly put out all the lights here. We can sneak past those Draugr, but there's really no point in doing that. Don't think we'll get any... Don't have any fire arrows. It's kind of shocking to me. Oh well. I guess it's time to crush some more skulls in that case. Stop that. Should probably show to Vivek and get some of those area effect arrows. Then again, I still have plenty of frost arrows, which I'm going to use probably outside. Although something tells me that many things on Solstheim are somewhat resilient and somewhat frost resistant. On top of being very, very happy to repel magicka. Yeah, so now we're getting crits. Okay, note to self, don't attack from the front. At least not if you try to sneak attack. Okay, I hear Draugr. This is basically a very linear corridor, so not too much of a deal. Ah, screw it. We can afford to attack from the front. Okay, left or right? We'll take the way with the sconces. Is that a sconce? What the hell is a sconce anyway? It's marked? Or the torch? Let's say torches. Also, third-person perspective. Yeah, whacking a Draugr in the kidneys. That's bound to kill it. Can also get some Draugr tar or grave tar. We'll take one of them. I'm not sure what it does or what the fourth effect is. So far, I'm not too inclined to actually making potions. I'm going to use with it, and since I'm not making potions I want to use, I don't want to take that stuff with me anyway. Again, we're not really in need of selling stuff to traders. There's a second. Oh no, that's just a chest with a lock level of 50. Not sure who Unduzi is, but I like his way of thinking. What I don't like is that I evidently have picked the wrong road. So back to that intersection we go. Okay, we came this way, I suppose. This way. It's a three-way intersection, really. I will take the way down. In this case, down is good. Yeah, this is basically where those maps become confusing because of the layering of things, and sometimes you just it just makes it impossible to actually see an intersection properly. Okay, further this way or that way. I don't know. Sadly, the story did not exactly describe the pathway I ever took. So we might be on the wrong way, we might be on the right way. I do not know. I think we're on the right way, because over there in the distance we can see an enemy type we have not seen yet, and that is the Graal. I think they're called Graal in this version as well. There's no need to be friendly to it. It will not talk to us. I find a bright glowing object behind a wall of ice. This must be what I was sent to recover indeed. Is it really glowing that bright? It is glowing, for sure. And this guy here is the Lightkeeper Graal. Which is somewhat tough. I'm not sure what those actually are, like lore-wise. But we need to get his eyeball. The Flaming of the Night of the Lightkeeper. We'll take off that. Did pack quite a punch, I gotta say. Okay, and now we want to throw that there. And now the warmth of the sun will burst through. I wonder what happens if we do this as a vampire. Can't go in there, there's nothing hidden in there. But the Eye of Graal is actually another alchemic ingredient, which we will get a few. There are certain caves and graves that actually have Graal in them. Okay, I think we came this way. Judging from the dead Draugr there. Okay, and then okay, according to no, Nice touch. Now there's lights on all those torches. Okay, I've been that way. I'll just take this route here. It's probably wrong. It's probably a wrong turn. And this is what I said about those maps. They can become quite confusing. Yeah, this is the dead end we found. So, what's the way out? I mean, if worst comes to worst, I can just use Divine Intervention to get back to the Frostmoth 4 and just return from there. Don't feel like exploring more of those caves, though. There shouldn't be anything too valuable in here. This looks like the exit, though. Yeah, this does look like the exit. Very nice blue. I'll say that. I like that. Okay, and this was the way back to the... Yeah, there is a stone. So we have one more stone to go. One more gift to go. And that would be the gift of the wind. Which we have to take from the greedy man himself, I guess. At least according to the story, that one was guarded by the greedy man. There's a freezer hag over there. Not the greedy man, though. How very fitting to return that gift of the sun at night. Okay. Hello, Sunstone. Not sure why everything of those gives you two ritual entries, two journal entries, not ritual entries. Okay, final stone would be the, I just said, wind stone. Okay, where the hell did that go? Ah, over there. So it's pretty much at the meeting of those two rivers. So if we just go north from here, around here should be the stone. So we'll just go north to Lake Fjelding again and then try to find that final stone. Also, just in case the game crashes, make a save game. We'll call it 473. And this number is staggering. I gotta say that it's a staggering number even for me. I didn't really save a lot last time. I figured I might still be good and have some leeway, but I didn't check. I didn't want to delay the stream any further. And we have 3 viewers right now. Hello, by the way. It went down. They decided to do that before an attack as well, so I wasn't sure about it. But this one went down just fine. Yeah, we're leaving dead bodies left, right, and center wherever we go. Oh no, those are very live bears. That's great. Forget sneaking. We're on a tight schedule here. Oh, I was about to block that. Freeze hag. Okay. That was easy. Ooh, nice lockpick. Thank you, I'll have that. Okay, now that we're out here, not sure if those are just raiders or if they're people we need to interact with. I'm gonna avoid them for now. So far, interactions on Solstheim have not been the most friendly. With that being a very broad term, considering everything here tried to kill us. Let's get the arrows of the Wasting Viper out. And of course my trusty old Daedric longbow. One of these guys there. They might be raiders, they might be something else. We'll ignore them for now. Ah, well. That's the thing about sneaking. Oh, do you mean the Reclings? Yes, we found them. They're not that hard to find, really. They're more like all over the place and kind of a nuisance. I would actually be happy having found less of them. But there were quite a few, like around the Good Beast and yeah, all over Solstheim. So yeah, well, we found them. And even though they are often referred to as a Falmer here, they are not actually the real deal. They are not the actual Falmer. But that's, of course, not yet discovered in the time of Morrowind. I totally forgot I wanted to actually go to the... I want to go to the shrine. Let's do the wind gift. Then we'll go to the shrine, and then we'll turn that quest in. Yeah, those people still have nothing to say to us.
Begone, stranger.
Yeah, they're not happy with us. That's okay, though. We haven't actually done anything to insult them, they just don't like strangers. Yeah, but in... yes, but in this term, like, if you look at this story of Ivar Stone something, which I have somewhere over here, a stone singer. They often refer to them as Falmer. Yeah, he checked the woods of for Falmer. But of course, yeah, those are not the actual snow elves. So there is some theorize here that those are the actual. Don't like that sound of approaching doom. Oh well, anyway. Oh yeah, some theorize that those are basically what the snow elves have developed into or have evolved into. But yeah, everybody who has played Skyrim knows what the actual Falmer were. Okay, travel south and east of the Lake of Ice to Glenshul's tomb and free the winds from the greedy man's bag. Okay, southeast is this way, which would be fitting for Lake Fjelding. Okay, travel south and east off the Lake of Ice. Okay, so southeast from here somewhere should be Glenshul's grave. Yeah, I think that's an apt description of a Reekling. They're more goblin-like than goblins. And yeah, quite a pain in the arse. Sea of Ice is over there. At least I suppose it's Lake Fjelding. Okay. I think the Hawkers will leave us alone if we actually don't bother them. Like, if we don't get too close to them, they will mostly leave you alone. Okay, now southeast from here. The thing is, Lake Fjelding is kind of big, so southeast from here is kind of a big area. So we might be looking for that for a while. In fact, since I want to be somewhat certain that we're not going anything... I want to basically finish off everything in one go, so we'll do this first, actually.
What did I do to deserve this honor?
What say you?
Okay, that's like the worst way to stand there. One of you two will have to move. You could also both move. Don't just stand there and, I don't know.
What say you?
I say move. Can I squeeze through there? Yes. Wonderful. That's all I wanted. I can divine intervention out of this place. But let's find Carnius Magius. You there. What is it, underling? Is this about your current assignment? Which I don't have. I personally don't have anything for you, but understand Falco is having some sort of problem out at this side. Doesn't surprise me in the least. Get out there and see what's going on, will you?
About time.
Okay, so we'll see what's going on in Raven Rock.
Stuck here forever.
What did I do?
And then Raven Rock was west. So we'll take this convenient new exit.
Welcome, Dunmer. Let's set aside
Why would the railroads take that bit down?
shall we?
What say you?
I still don't quite get their strategy behind this. Okay, time for some more archery. We have, on the right side, we have already lost a surprising amount of carry weight. Presumably in arrows and... is that one dead? Yes. Presumably in arrows and... armoring equipment. That is blacksmith's hammers and the like. Armorer's hammers. Okay, we'll try to leave that one non-plague wolf alive. Doesn't seem to care that his friends are being killed. Okay, I think we might have to kill it anyway. That's really bad luck for you, wolf. Okay. Would you stop that? Ah, I hate those. Let's get another spell ready. Preferably the healing spell. Should totally go north from here. So yeah, we'll try to go this way and hope we don't anger any bears and wolves on the way. Getting around in Solstheim is very annoying. And I think it's a good idea they made this place not too big. Imagine this place being like Vardenfell and in size and you having to actually get everywhere on foot. Although of course it would make sense. In that case, to actually establish some more means of quick travel. Down you go. You were a berserker. Can't have those around Raven Rock, really. Wolves. I can hear them. Fun thing though, if you play as a werewolf, those berserkers count as human meat. So if you kill a berserker out in the wilds or a freezer hag, you're good. You will get your bonuses, which are kind of nice. Once you've actually found your prey, which is kind of weird, you get a permanent, well, for the night, you'll get a detect life, I think, enchantment or bonus, as well as some health regeneration and something else. I forgot what. Okay, there's Raven Rock. They are building the place now, so I think it was basically over there-ish that we need to go. Okay. Yeah, now there are actually houses here. And we can talk to Falco Galenus.
Good work with the ebony. Keep it up.
Oh, yes, give me an assignment, please. Confound it all. I had hoped Kupokinz wouldn't catch wind of our situation. I had things under control until recently. It's this crazy North, rolled out as strange. We've taken to calling him. He's been hanging around for a while, ranting about how we're ruining the land. If we don't stop, we'll incur the wrath of nature itself. He was simply a nuisance, but now it's apparent we have to get rid of him. What about him? I'm sure that Kupokinz just wants him killed. Anything standing between Kupokinz and his prophet deserves a death warrant, so far as he's concerned. But I can't be that harsh. I feel sorry for this poor man. It's clear his own people have abandoned him, though I can certainly understand why. I ask that you don't hurt him. Try to reason with him. Failing that, come back and talk to me and we can work something out. Okay. Can you tell me anything about him? I have no idea where he came from. It wasn't a problem until now. Annoying, yes, but nothing that kept us from getting our work done. I want him out of here before he starts spooking the men. Okay, fine. Let's find Troll and Lot Strange. It should be this guy here.
You'll not infect me with your devilry. I am here to defend nature, and I'll do so at any cost. Now be gone.
Oh great, we got ourselves a hippie. Okay. You'll not affect me. Yeah, we've seen that. Okay. Falco.
Good work with the ebony. Keep it up.
Is he really that stubborn? Fine, I don't have time for this. We need to get in there and finish our work. You have my permission to rough him up a little bit. Bare fists only, no weapons, no spells. Are we clear? I want him to understand he's not welcome here. I don't want him dead. I'm not exactly good with hand-to-hand combat. What, are you kidding me? You honestly don't know how to throw a punch? Well, it certainly doesn't speak very highly of you, does it? Go learn something about it, why don't you? Or use some sort of magic shenanigans to help yourself out. Really. I'm not here to hold your hand. Take some initiative. Well, thank you. Get. Now, we had a similar situation back in the Mournhold, but we could use spells there, which basically allowed us to... actually, I'm going to see if I can do this here as well. Okay, no weapons. No weapons, so take
You'll not
away.
infect me with your devilry. I am here to defend nature, and I'll do so at any cost. Now be gone.
Okay. We can't talk to him, sadly. Otherwise, I could tell him that we're actually trying to sort out the unity of the land again. Yeah, no. It doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Anyone here able to teach us some hand-to-hand? Okay, you know what? We'll probably want to recall to this place. So, as much as I'm hesitant to move my mark away from here, from home, we're going to mark this place and see if I can find somebody who's able to teach me some hand-to-hand combat in the shrine. Maybe Yaleen knows a thing about it, and being a monk and stuff. Marisa, you can't teach me anything.
The pleasure is all mine.
What say
Yaleen, you can't teach me jack about that. You there! Can't teach me jack.
What should I do to deserve
Anyone
this
here
honor?
able to teach me hand-to-hand combat? Maybe where is Severia Gratiana?
Pleasure.
Gratius?
Go ahead. I'm all ears.
No.
With pleasure.
You?
Please.
No.
Go ahead. I'm all
Nobody here seems to be willing to teach me anything. That kind of sucks. Okay, you know what? We'll quicken this a bit. Because the Unseen Intervention spell is actually quite far-ranging. And now that we have a recall set in Raven Rock, we can very easily return to Solstheim, putting the Hundley boat to Solstheim kind of out of business. But I really don't care. I mean, the fun thing is that there are currently no LMCV temples on Solstheim, so LMCV Intervention is bound to get you back to, I think, Gnesis, yeah. Gnesis is fine. There should be a monk here willing and able to teach us. This guy? Nope. Ah, feels good to feel the non-frozen air again. Wasn't there somebody here as well? No. Fine, we'll go to the cellar then. The basement, rather. Maybe there's somebody there who can teach us hand-to-hand combat. You, do you know about punching people? No. Okay, fine, we'll teleport out of here. Can you teach me about punching? No. I need to learn how to punch people. If I can't do that here, actually I might be able to do that here. Let's see if we can find someone in the local shrine, which is right here, in Fort Darius. You there? No. Where was the shrine? Nope, not you. Where the hell did the shrine go? Probably down here somewhere.
A sincere welcome to you. May you be forever blessed.
You. Teach me spells. Well, fine. Quite sure someone in Balmora could teach me. And yes, I'm literally just too lazy to walk this short distance. We might also have been able to find someone in the Skaal village to teach us hand-to-hand combat, but screw it. Okay, let's travel to Aldruin. They have a temple there. And we'll only take like 10 points in hand-to-hand combat. Nothing more. Things I don't think he actually fights back. He'll just be there getting punched. Also note that the Ash Storms themselves should have completely stopped now. Entirely gone. Removed from the system. Yeah, teach me hand-to-hand. That is your duty. And you should totally do that for free, but fine. Okay, 3, 4, 5,
Blessed to be at your service, Outlander.
6. Actually, screw it, we'll go to 25. I'm gonna waste a few promotion points there, but we'll go to 25. Maybe even 30. That's still a good way to go. And we are rich after all. We are so filthy rich. Also, nobody can teach us about sneaking anymore. We're just too good at that. I think 30 will do. It would have been nice to do this while this was still under construction, while Ravenrock was basically undergoing the next step of construction, so we could just get things going there a bit quicker, or we could just bypass that time. So we'd basically waste 3 days, but not doing anything, or not just resting. Cancel that. We can't save a new save game. We'll take this one and make it for 76. Okay.
Do not infect me with your devilry. I am here to defend nature, and I'll do so at any cost. Now be gone.
Yeah, he's not fighting back. But we're at least hitting him now. So that should be something. I wish we were allowed to use spells though. How's my level up progress? Not quick, or not very far. Otherwise I would have probably just tried to basically, I don't know, cook up some potions and get that level up in. Leveling is, of course, a bit slower now that we have basically leveled up our main weapon skill, which is the spear, and also the sneaking skills. We do still have a way to go. But yeah, marksman we're on the way, medium armor levels slowly. Mysticism we still have a bit to go. There's around 1.5 level ups we can get from mysticism alone. The rest, the armor will certainly level up a bit on Sol's time. Security probably as well, although I've been a bit too lazy in terms of opening locks lately. Well, you could help me over there, you know. I guess this is one way to level up my melee skills as well. Punch this guy for a while. Maybe even hit him. I don't think you get any skill points or skill advancement if you don't hit. Which makes it so damn hard to actually level up a weapon you have no idea with. So if you start with like 5 weapon skill, it's very difficult to actually make that weapon worth it for you. And I think that's a bit of a downside of Morrowind. Because with like 5 points in that weapon skill, you'll never get anything done. So what you could do to get this cheaper would be probably to get yourself one of those bound weapons. Either by the spell or by purchasing an item that grants you the ability to summon a weapon. Because I think all bound weapons basically also have the effect of fortify that weapon skill, which might actually make it a bit more likely for you to hit with it. Okay, he's not yet impressed with that. I have all day. If he's not hitting you back, it's actually very, very easy. I mean, the guy in Morrowind was at least hitting us back, which means our own stamina was depleted quite rapidly. How can you miss a guy standing still, though? Not sure how quick his stamina returns, though. So I'm not sure, like, how hard we're hitting him. As you're probably aware, hitting unarmed first depletes stamina and only deals damage once you actually get that stamina bar emptied. This is of course making hand-to-hand a lot more difficult and a lot more time-consuming. But it's also non-lethal. You've seen that people just go down. Okay, we got 2 points in hand-to-hand combat from that. I'm not sure if we could have also knocked out Eric the Unworthy. Then again, he was pulling out a sword right away, so I don't think he was interested in getting this little issue sorted out non-violently and non-lethally. As we have learned, figuring out disputes in Thirsk is usually done with the help of a weapon. Okay, we're getting there. Every time I'm about to say at least we're hitting now, I keep starting to miss, which is annoying. We get a few good hits in and then we stop hitting and I think I shouldn't say it, but now we're apparently onto something. And it stops. Gosh, that guy's resilient. Okay, I'll not give in to you. Seize this once before you bring death and destruction to yourself. Okay, afraid we have to punch him harder. Of course, you could also just kill him and report back to Carnius, but I don't like Carnius. He's a dick. Okay. I should probably pick that as my side attribute, or not side skill. At least then I would have put some levels into it. And again, I prefer to use skills to have skills I actually use for my level ups. Come on. go down already, or just give up, you know. Is anyone taking the time? Like, how long have I been trying to beat this guy up now? Not counting the time that I've been training in Aldrun. Gotta be at least 5 to 10 minutes by now. Come on. Okay, we stopped hitting him again. So let's move in a bit closer. On the bright side, at some point you start getting so good in hand-to-hand combat that you will always hit. Sadly, that will knock him out. If we were just supposed to knock him out, I could just cast the spell on him, like we did in Morrowind. Just sap all his endurance, and then hit him once or twice, and he should be fine. Sadly, this does not work as I had hoped it would. I'm also not sure if hand-to-hand combat will make armor deteriorate, as in the armor of the person I'm hitting, not my own. Although it would make sense to have my own gloves deteriorate from that. Although those seem to be kind of made for punching, really. A cold runner goes fists for a reason, I suppose. Will give up now? No. Not sure if I do more damage if I just aim for the head. I think I might, considering the game clearly seems to distinguish hit zones. At least I believe it does just assign a hit to a random area on your body. Ow! Okay, I'll go away. Just stop hitting me. Give me a moment to collect myself. I promise I'll be gone the next time you come back. Oh, that's gotta leave such a bruise. Okay, we got him sorted. You there, Falco. Will you stand still for a moment? I'm trying to talk to you. Yes, I got rid of him. Good work. I appreciate you not being too harsh with him. I punched him. Things can get back on track now, and not a minute too soon. Take the new Sikanius, will you? And here, take this. It's not much, but I like to reward those that can follow orders. Okay, yeah. So we're at 1,000 gold, which is not too bad, but also not exactly great either. Let's head back to Kanius now. We'll probably scold us for not just basically caving in his skull. I say frickin' move! You're on the way. Soldier, move it! I'm like your highest ranking official and you're not blocking me. Try not loud. Not here. Over here. So it's been dealt with. Shame you didn't just kill him outright, but fair enough. As long as the work can continue. Good job, underling. Could you perhaps advance me, promote me? Very well, you're now clerk of the Emperor. That sounds so exciting. There's no work for you right now, so check again in a few days.
Without me, it all falls to pieces.
Also, we can talk about the certificate. I want to check the value here. It's worth 600 gold, so not exactly much. But it will grow to, I think, several thousand. Although of course we'll not turn it in.
Stay as long as you like.
I'm really not interested in actually turning that document in. Okay, time to free the wind. So we want to go southeast from Lake Fjalding. I'm guessing it's somewhere around here, but like in that little hill. So we'll just go there and see if we get lucky. Also, I don't feel safe without my weapon. I don't want to punch wolves to death, although I guess at some point I'll probably try to punch a bear to death. Or maybe Hesina himself. Wouldn't that be fun? I'm not going to punch Hesina to death. Don't you dare suggesting that in the chat. I shouldn't have said that. There's a wolf, which will totally attack me, so kill it first. Plague animals and a grizzly bear. That I would of course like to leave alive. I like bears, they're kind of cool. Though we don't have them in Germany. We only had one bear in Germany a few years ago, and he was shot after quite a long hunt in Bavaria. It's kind of fun how quick the media sympathize with the bear. The farmers hate it because of course the bear will kill their livestock. Would you hit that thing now? Sheesh, that's annoying. Okay, you will probably be hit by that. That's good. I have too many arrows anyway. Although at this rate I'll probably have to buy new ones very soon. Was this the Penumbra Hall? Yes. Yeah, over there's a stone. That's that campfire thing. Yeah. I was hoping I hadn't aggroed anything yet. But I think you block even if you don't have your weapon drawn. So blocking only requires you to have a shield in general, because you do kind of have it on you, and then you are actually wielding it. As you can see here. It's not like you have to draw your shield. Also, for you, Admiral Mudkip, yes, we have found another weakling right in front of us, riding one of those boars. I hate them so much. Both the weaklings and the boars. Stop healing! Get. Okay, that's where that leads to the... I think those are just raiders. Nice touch of them to actually get a campfire, though. Okay. Now for the gift of the wind. It's kind of weird how many bodies are piling up here, considering things will only despawn after 3 days. That's alive. Yeah, that was alive. We're gonna change that. Okay. Still a bit to go for that one location. Glenshaw's grave, it said. I'll switch his place again. By the way, should now be gone. I'll just have a look at him here.
Candy, candy,
You should be gone, mate. Oh well. Oh well, it's fine. I mean, I like the guy, so we'll leave him alive. can also kill him for the check if that's Glenshaw's grave. We are technically somewhat southwest of ow. We're somewhat southwest of no, southeast of Lake Fjalding, so it was worth checking. I mean, last time I said this clearly isn't the place, it was clearly the place, so oh boy. As I said, I would have actually been happier to find less Reeklings than finding all the Reeklings. Okay, one down, another one down. On the bright side, we get a 5 times multiplier for speed for the first time in a long time. Okay, so Glenshaw's grave. Could be this one. That's good. Forget sneaking. That got arrowed over. Oh my. Yeah, something tells me this might be the place. Considering the obscene amounts of Reeklings in front of it. Which I will not shoot with a fireball spell, as tempting as that would be. As you see there, they are actually repelling magic quite handily. How did that miss? Okay, I'm kind of hesitant to actually use that to use the black hand dagger. Just because that usually ends up going pretty, well, wrong, and it might end up blinding myself. I don't like how my bow basically veers to the left. Yes, saw those hitting myself. So I'm not sure how a mage build would basically fare on Solstheim, because the place hates you as a mage. And yeah, my first time I've been here, I was actually having a really difficult time because I hadn't made a very good enchanted sword with like a whole lot of damage, and I kept dying to everything. I didn't figure out why. I thought it was the damage of those creatures, but it was just basically my own powerful effect being put back onto me. So yeah, that was annoying. And when I figured it out, I went to using much weaker or even unenchanted weapons. Okay, is this Glenshaw's grave? It might be. Yes, it's Glenshaw's tomb. There's also a ripened belladonna, which you can also find on Spriggans sometimes. Bone wolf. Ow. That driver seems very, very sturdy for some reason. Okay, does the bone wolf give you anything? No. No unique ingredient from the bone wolf, not even bone meal. There's a lot of those here. Check that one out, just to be sure. Oh my god, that's so many of them! I wonder if I free the wind from that. Will all those be carried away? There's the bag with the wind. Can I open that? Haha! The greedy man's bag is empty. It did not carry the Draug out. So apparently those are not here to basically stand in for the greedy man. Okay. Is everything down here now? Wonderful. Since I'm running somewhat low in magicka, I will now use my lockpicks again. I could also just use those stupid scrolls, but they're not exactly... Well, they would open that one. Take that. And of course the hammer. The extravagant amulet is kind of pointless to me. Okay, lots of stuff, nothing good though. We'll take that. Can never have not too many health potions. Okay, now that we have the wind freed again, we can make our way back to the Windstone and basically complete this quest. And now that we have found another hammer, let's use the damn thing. Obviously your the wear and tear of your stuff will be determined by the amount of damage that is dealt to it, or that it basically has to tank. So that means this, yeah, everything here deals massive amounts of damage. Wow, look at all those Reeklings. And we've killed 5 of them out here already, like on the other side of that hill. Yeah, the Reekling on his own. Not too sturdy without their balls. Which is very good to see. We'll kill them, because only a dead Reekling is a good Reekling. It's a really phallic backhand of that hammer. Although that side looks like it's way more suitable for crushing skulls. Being like a bit thinner and more like a pick. Oh, we'll see if I could sneak attack the third one as well. Oh well. All those graves over there. Oh, there's a Skaal village. I think. Oh no, it's Thirsk. That's just Thirsk. It's fine though. Means a Skaal village is nearby. Oh, we have to go to Windstone first. Totally forgot. So we're not that far away. Ooh, there's a Freezer Hag. I actually want to start a fight with her. The good beast is still standing in front of the stone. Kinda nice. There it is. There's Ice Bear there. Yes, hit me with that spell, thank you. Okay, you stop it.
How does it feel?
I don't know how it feels to be dead, but I do like the feeling of being filled with magicka again. Ah, thank you, Freezer Hag. That was nice. Not sure what spell she cast on me, but this was amazing. Like it when they do that. My friend. Who is a good beast? Okay, it was over there. Oi! Kill that thing first then. Oh, I won't. Right. What's the windstone again? Somewhere over there. I didn't think there was a need to actually mark that on the map, like we did with the tree stone. Because it being so close to that, to those rivers here, it's not too difficult to find again. I know this time I started the fight with that boar, but I didn't want to take any chances there. Not a windstone, yes. Looks very much like one of those regular stones there, so easy to miss. It doesn't look like I needed to bring back the wind, to be honest, but yeah, there we go. Now let's return to Hardfang, who will probably be very, very impressed with our efforts, although I don't think he will be showing that. Also, don't think the this quest will make the guy who just had a punch go away. Forgot his name. Something the Strange. Holger, Hrofnir, Herman, something. One of the downsides of this expansion, though, in comparison to Morrowind and Mournhold, is that with the addition of those humanoid enemies, a bit of the character goes away, because now you have those generic people who just have like the name Fruzahag or Berserker, which I think is a bit sad, because I was hoping about a blacksmith, because up until now everything had a name. Every person you met, even the people you had to kill, had a unique name. And I think this is one of the big pitfalls when you make such a game. That you basically have to either get a constant supply of, not generic, but of individually named NPCs, or you have to get the generic ones. And of course, the individual ones are way more immersive, but of course they cost a lot more effort, and you can't constantly resupply those. I mean, with those generic ones, it's fine. You don't have to give them any unique dialogues, you don't have to give them anything, you just have to make them attack me. Okay, you. I have done that. You have completed the Ritual of the Gifts. I'm impressed with your efforts. He is actually impressed. I'm so happy to hear that. But there's more to be done. You have shown a certain loyalty to the Skaal, and it surprises me. Tradition dictates that you now hold this, the Mace of Ivar Stonesinger. This is a treasure of the Skaal, and that I do not relish giving to an outsider. Still, you have earned it. Now it is time to prove your wisdom. My wisdom, you say. Though I believe your heart may be one with the Skaal, your mind must be as well. To that end, I would have you investigate a crime. It involves two of the Skaal, and your actions may decide their fates. Okay. Angar Icemane has been accused of theft. His accuser, Rigmor Halfhand, claims that Icemane stole furs from his house. These furs were indeed found in Icemane's residence. The Skaal do not take such things lightly. We have little, and each is given according to his need. This offense is punishable by exile or sacrifice to the wolves. Icemane will surely choose the wolves. Now speak with the Skaal. Find out what you can. Then report your findings to me so the guilty may be punished appropriately. Okay, let's talk about Angmar Icemane here. He has been accused of stealing furs from Rigmor Halfhand. Icemane is a fine warrior and has held a place of honor among the Skaal for many years. I'm not sure if he's somehow related to the Icemanes of Skyrim. Maybe they are, who knows. What about Halfhand? He's not much of a warrior, but he's a smart man and a valuable member of the Skaal community. Now, of course, one of those has a more thieving surname. I'm quite sure you can figure out who. So the game gives you a very, very... That mace. It's a fine mace. Very expensive mace as well. Since you don't want to relinquish it, I will drop it here. This, by the way, is Stalrim. I think it also has a unique effect. The frost damage there. But I can't carry that thing. Okay, you there. What can you tell me about Angar Icemane? He's a valiant warrior and no thief. Any of the Skaal can tell you that. Anyone who would say different is a liar. He has always proven to be brave and true. It is impossible to imagine he would be capable of this crime. Okay, Rigmor Halfhand. A smart man, but there's something not right about him. He spends too much time at Icemane's home while Angar is on a hunt. This is not appropriate.
I'm ready for anything.
Okay. Ingmar? No, it's not Ingmar, it was Angmar, right? So we'll keep having to do crimes. So, Rigmor's hut. Is he in here? You there, Rigmor Halfhand. Yes, I understand you are investigating Angar Icemane's theft. A terrible thing, but you are sent to investigate a crime. What can I do for you, Outlander? Yeah, maybe tell me about it. He had always been a valuable member of the Skaal, but he is not a caring man. He leaves his lovely wife for weeks at a time while on the hunt. He probably stole my furs because he wasn't able to provide enough for his family. Such a sad story. I can't understand why you do such a thing. We of the Skaal give to each according to need. If Icemane had needed more furs, they would have been provided. But instead he stole them from my home. It is difficult to explain. I feel sorry for his lovely wife, who will be left alone. So yeah, I think he is also giving us a very, very, very good reason for why he would do that. We have read this book already. Is there anything incriminating here? Can I sneak here? Yes, I can. Oh wow, I can't open it while standing on it. That does make sense. I like how I'm just sneaking here. I'm quite sure you've already figured out what's wrong here. And who has in fact stolen what. Where's Angmar Icemane? Are you Angmar? Yes.
What would you ask of me?
Tell me about yourself. Okay, that was not too helpful. Tell me about Rigmor Halfhand. I had no quarrel with Halfhand until this day. I thought him a friend to my family, to my wife, Reezy Icemane especially. While I was on the hunt, he was known to keep counsel with her and others who remained in the village. And now this from him? What about Reezy? She's my wife, and a beautiful woman. Her life is not an easy one, as I'm often gone for weeks on a hunt, but she is strong and our children will be fine warriors. Does one of them suspiciously look like Rigmor Halfhand? Also, can we talk to him about Racy.
Engar Icemane's theft.
A beautiful woman, deserving of better than her husband. Were I her mate, she would lead a much better life. Yeah, I'm quite sure you get the gist now. If you haven't already. Let's go talk to Racy then. It's not you.
Hail, Dunmer. Do you need something?
Snetborough the Smith. I suppose she lives over here then. In one of those houses. Icemane's hut. You there, Racy Icemane.
You are the one who is to investigate a crime that has been blamed on my husband.
Engar would never do such a thing such as this. He is a man of honor, and we want for nothing. I cannot imagine what would drive Rigmor to make such an accusation. Perhaps he is jealous of my husband, and these charges are meant to disgrace him. Obviously they are. What can I tell about Rigmor? He had been a good friend to me until this accusation. We had spent some time together, but now he has decided to ruin my family. Okay, I think there's actually proof of that. You can actually find proof somewhere. Not sure if I need to sneak to open those boxes. Okay, I'll not take your 200 drakes. What's that? The Yellow Book of Riddles. So, later on they tell you that the Skaal are actually illiterate and they only, you know, proliferate their tradition by way of telling stories, but this is actually quite literate, you know? Okay, is that enough? Okay. Well, sure, you could find some evidence here as well. We have slowed soap here. Why would you cook with slowed soap? That sounds like it's a very, very
You are the one who is to investigate
unpleasant ingredient.
that has been blamed on my husband. How may I?
I would like to find some evidence here, really. Another quiet is not here. Be a sewer of sorts. Huh. Looks like the Skaal have a thing for that stuff.
My son, my poor son. Please help a sad.
Timble, is it you, son? Oh, I'm so sorry. Please forgive the ramiss brought on me by an old man's anguish. My son Timble was getting water and fell into our well. I'm so lonely without him. Ever since his mother passed, Timble has been my only companion. The pool beneath the well leads to a series of ice caves in his rim hole, so my boy may still be alive. But I'm too frail to such caves, and everyone else in the village is convinced Timble is already dead. I must know if he still lives. Please, Dark Elf, will you enter Rimhul and enter and learn the fate of my son? I'll help you. You will help me? Oh, thank you, Dark Elf. Since my son fell into our well, I have kept it locked to avoid any more unfortunate accidents. Here's the key. The well is out back. The waters of the well lead to Rimhul, where it is said to be another, more direct entrance to the ice caves, somewhere outside the village. I know not where such an entrance may be, though it's probably hidden somewhere nearby. Now hurry, return when you have news of my son. Can I tell about Racy Icemane? No. Okay. I'm gonna check Rigmor's hut again. Who are you? Why inspecting that wall?
I'm ready for anything. Go ahead.
Okay, can you tell me about this? Okay, let's go to Rigmor again.
I'm ready for anything.
Well, to his hut.
Yes? I understand you are investigating Engar Icemane's theft. It was a rock. Who cares what kind of rock?
I thought it was furs, and you seemed to care when you accused him. Okay, there is nothing here, though. I can't see anything that would be useful as a proof, so... nothing up there either. Okay, I'm not sure that already counts. I thought that was something you had to actually prove as a... to back up your claim. Okay, until all of the facts have been discovered. We need to discover all of the facts. Well, fine. Where's Engar? He's over there. Can you tell me more about this crime? Okay, I think we'll have to talk to Risi first. Can you tell me anything about Risi? No, Rigmore. Let's go back to Icemane's hut. Is that the well? No, it's not the well in question. Why would you need 2 wells? There was, somewhere here was a letter from Rigmore that you could be using as evidence. Oh, there it is. It's always under the bed. Dearest Risi, why will you not see me? You know how I feel, and I know how you feel the same about me. Please, simply consent to speak to me. Just a word, a moment with you would ease my soul. If I cannot be with you, I will have to resort to something drastic. Please consider your feelings. Your husband is allowed away for weeks at a time, with no consideration for your needs. I have always been there for you, and I always will be. We should be together, dear Risi. I think that counts. Okay, let's talk to Risi about this. You found the letter, have you not? It is true that Rigmore and I have had a brief affair, but that has ended. He refuses to let me go, though. I fear that he has caused this trouble just to go to the anger. You must put a stop to this. My husband is a good man and does not deserve this fate. Okay, I think this is... Okay, Rigmore's hut was on the other side of the village, of course.
No worries.
Nerevarine, prophecy fulfiller, and apparently also a detective.
Yes, I understand you are investigating Engar.
You found that letter, but why would... This is an outrage. I only wanted a woman. Why did that fool have to choose the wolves? He could have simply left, and she and I could have been together forever. You know my crime, and I know you must tell Hearthfang. Let us go to him, and I will accept my fate. Will you follow me now? Yes, he will. Oh, great hall. Very, very simple to find. It's the one with 2 doors. I have done this, yes. So, Halfhand has invented this tale of a theft over a woman. By the Allmaker, this will not go unpunished. By Skaal tradition, making a false accusation carries the same penalty as the crime that is claimed. In this case, either exile or death by sacrifice to the wolves. The verdict is yours to decide. Okay. So what about exile? Halfhand would be forced to leave the Skaal village, never to return. None of the Skaal will hunt him, but neither will they offer him aid, even in his most dire need. He will be dead to his tribe until the end of time. The verdict is yours. Make your choice. What's about a sacrifice? That sounds interesting. The more honourable death, perhaps. The Cain Lawn, the ceremonial wolves of the tribe, would be summoned by the shaman, and Halfhand would be fed to them. In that way, his spirit will be purified and reborn, perhaps to a better life than this one he had chosen to throw away. It is up to you, the verdict is yours to decide. Hello, Mashik Prubis. Hello, Mashik. Okay, what are we going to verdict here? I'm gonna say feed him to the wolves, because that's the more honorable thing. So feed him to the wolves it is. To the wolves, then! You have shown mercy, allowing him to die with his honor. Perhaps you have some wisdom after all. Lead the prisoner outside that he may accept his sentence. The shaman will summon the Cane Lawn to perform their function. But first accept this token. It is unlikely, but perhaps you too can be more like the wolves we revere. Okay, thank you. So, apparel. It's actually a decent light helmet. It's not as good as the one I currently have, so I will actually carry it around. Yeah, he will now go to the pit there. There should be a shaman nearby.
You have cleared my name and restored my honor. What can I do for you?
Oh, I actually have wolves in there already. I thought they had to be summoned. When will we close that?
You're growing weak.
Yeah, he will now be eaten by the wolves. There you go. Oh, where's Anger? And they will of course disappear as well. Kinda nice. There are Draugr. Now, these creatures are abhorrent to the Skaal. They are cursed by the Allmaker for atrocities they have committed in life. Stay away from these horrors, friend. Oh no, I have not just started. I'm level 44 already. We have played through the main quest line of Morrowind and the Mournhold or the Tribunal expansion as well. So actually basically wrapping up the Game of the Edition of Morrowind, and then we'll then I have to find something new to stream. So I'm not sure what that will be, but I'm sure we'll also have a few more streams to go with this. Also, about 2 hours into the stream. If this were a regular Saturday live stream, I would probably just end the stream in like 3 minutes, but I'm getting into this now, so I might give it more time. Okay. You there. Tell me something new. You have done well. You have shown your loyalty and wisdom, but there's one thing further I will require of you. Now you must prove your strength as a warrior. Okay. I wish for you to travel to Lake Fjalding. I will mark it on a map. Seek out Cursed Windeye, who has traveled there already. He will give you further instructions. Look for him on the northern shore of the lake. Now, he really didn't need to mark that on the map for me, because it's kinda easy to find, really. Also, something I cannot stress enough, in Morrowind, you want to save your game often. Especially if you play with a bunch of mods, save your game. You can't do that enough. Although apparently the game thinks otherwise. But let's find the Cursed Windeye on the northern shore of the lake. This here is the DLC Blood Moon. I have done the main quest already, so we have slain Dagothr. And we have also slain Almalexia, whose soul I carry with me right now. So she is kind of with us in spirit, if you will. There you go. We have a 0-star with Almalexia's soul in it. I know we're supposed to find a shaman, but I'm up for some carnage here. Have at thee, Reeklings. So many skulls to crush. It's kind of hard to hit the right one in all of this mess. But yeah, the worst bit was the tree stone thing, because you had to... There's so many of them here. Because there's 5 Striggans who all try to hit you at once. And you have to basically... If you try to do it without killing them, you actually have to... really be careful and get that recling. I think I've also read you can aggro him a bit further than you can aggro the reclings, the Striggans, so you can actually lure him away from the from his guards. Okay, let's find Cursed Wind Eye. I'm using the STEPWIND mod pack, which is mostly making it more visually pleasing, at least the main content of... Why is that lake on fire? I'm sure that's not normal, so where's Cursed Wind Eye? Northern shore of the lake, there would be this one here. But I'm not using any game-altering mods, so nothing that will actually give you new powers or that will make the game any easier for you. Okay, Cursed Wind Eye. Where would you be? Is that... No, that's not him. That's a hag. Northern shore of the lake. That would be here. Is it? Yes. Oh, no, it's not the northern shore. I don't like that sound of cracking ice. Ah, there's... I think there's Cursed Wind Eye. I'm not sure if my computer could handle Morrowind at 4K. So, otherwise I would be totally down for that. Okay, Cursed, give me the story.
You've arrived. These are strange times, my friend.
Okay, I'm unsure what magic is being worked to cause such a disturbance on the lake, but you were sent to prove your strength. Okay, what about this disturbance? Fire from water, flame through ice. Strange indeed. Hardfang believes that a Draugr lord who lives beneath the lake is the source of this, but I am not certain. I fear that this could be a sign of the Blood Moon prophecy, though I pray to the Allmaker that it is not so. It is an ancient prophecy, one that I hope is but a myth. It tells of a time when the moon above will turn blood red, and the wolves that walk like men will walk the land. Well, we've seen that part already. The prophecy tells of other signs that precede the blood moon, but they are not all easily interpreted. Let us speak about this at another time. For now, you are to prove your strength. How would I do that? Hardfang has sent you here to show your strength, your ability to survive in the harshest of conditions. Beneath that lake there are a series of ice caves. In one of those caves you will find Sleep, the Draugr Lord. Hardfang believes he is the one responsible for the disturbance of the lake. From what I have read in the histories, Sleep was once a powerful mage who delved in necromancy. As a result of these dark magics, he was made a Draugr, but he retains much of his immense power. You are to kill this creature and perhaps end this madness. Take care with this task. This situation seems odd to me. I think that's also something else that we might want to try now. Go in here. There might be something else happening. It's quiet inside. Too quiet. Yeah, do you remember that book we read? Probably not, because most of you who are watching this have not been last episode.
Hail, Dunmer.
He
Something?
came to the meat hall and killed everyone he could. There was no warning. My clan fought bravely, but they were no match. I rained arrows upon the beast and finally drove him off. But he'll be back. It all happened too quickly. We were just standing there enjoying our meat and the warmth of the fire when he struck. Never have I seen a creature so savage. If I didn't know better, I'd say the monster that did this was the Udiofrüchte. But how could that be? The Udiofrüchte, you say? It is a remorseless monster with a taste for human flesh. According to legend, it has been sealed within his lair for centuries. The entrance is on the shore of Lake Fjelding, but it's covered with ice. How could he have escaped? Why now? Wait, the strange fire on the lake. You must have seen it. I do not know what sorcery caused that fell flame, but it must have melted the ice. If this is true, the Udiofrüchte is free to walk the lands, adventurer. The beast must be stopped. You are no stranger to combat. I can see that in your eyes. You have the power to slay the... Do you have the power to slay the beast? Lady, I have slain gods. And do you have the courage? Skaal the Wolfrunner was the last chieftain of Thirsk. He took possession of the hall when he slew Gris the Yellow and placed his head on the pedestal. But now Skjoldr is dead, and Thirsk has no chieftain. Wouldn't that technically mean that since the Udiofrüchte has slain the last chieftain, the Udiofrüchte is technically the chieftain of Thirsk? Anyway, if you can kill the Udiofrüchte and claim some kind of battle trophy, you might be found worthy to rule over Thirsk. What say you? Will you slay the Udiofrüchte? Yeah, sure. I've been claiming chieftainhood of many things, so we'll do that. Your words honor me and my fallen comrades. The Udiofrüchte makes his lair in the ice caves that run beneath Thirsk. The entrance is located on the shores of Lake Fjelding, just to the west of here. I'm sure we will find the creature there, licking his wounds. If you can manage to slay the Udiofrüchte, make sure you claim some part of the beast as a trophy. Bring that trophy back to me and I will name you Chieftain of Thirsk, for that is our way. Go now and good hunting. So, time to go hunt the Udiofrüchte. And there are several. STEPWIND is one, but I don't think it has much of an impact on the Blood Moon expansion. And there's also Tamriel Rebuilt, I think, as a mod pack. Okay, now where's the Udiofrüchte cave? Just west of here, it said. So we'll find the Udiofrüchte, and then we'll probably... I'm not sure if we'll go to the... Stop making this sound, lake. And I think next time we'll go into that bit here. Although I think I'll... oh no, I think that's the cave of the Udiofrüchte. I also really want to trap its soul. Which would, I think, be a very impressive battle trophy as well. But does not count as part of the creature. So, let's get a soul trap ready. Now we have the cave of the Udiofrüchte. Or the lair of it, rather. I'm heavily considering playing Oblivion as well after I'm done with Morrowind. The thing is, I currently don't have a decent version of it. I will, however, grab the... or very likely grab the Game of the Year edition on GOG as soon as my budget allows that. It currently does. I'm on a very tight budget, but I will do it, and I hope this situation will actually sort itself out soon. Also here there's nothing else, there's only the Udiofrüchte. I love this blue tone here, this ice. There's the Udiofrüchte. Hello there, good man. I think it's just a snow troll. It's kind of weird with those things there. Does it have? It has a soul. Let's refresh that spell. Aha! I have trapped the soul of the Udiofrüchte. I don't think that counts as a trophy. I will take the heart of the Udiofrüchte though. Which seems to be similar to a Daedra heart, We can't remove the corpse, but we can see what the Udafricta has in loot. Let's use that. Okay, there's a bunch of ingredients here. I'll take that ring. I don't think those are what flies would be buzzing around on. Ooh, a Master's Lockpick. And an Ebony Mace. Of course it has an Ebony Mace here. Okay, let's get out of here. Also, what souls did Udafricta go into? What gem, rather? Oh, it's a Grand Soul. The Udafricta. That's another soul for the mantelpiece, I guess. I'll not use that to enchant anything. And, you don't want to know how many hours I sank into Morrowind back when I've played it the first time. Alright, let's get back to Thirsk. We're not yet ready to claim the throne of that. We can at least tell whatever her name was that we... Oh, she's here now.
Thirsk is closed and without a chieftain.
I'm sorry, but none may enter the hall while... You holy heart of Udafricta, can this be? You have slain the fell beast? By the gods, you truly are a warrior worthy of song. Give the heart to me, then. I will make ready the mead hall, and when the debris of battle has been cleared, the heart of the Udafricta will be placed on the pedestal of Thirsk. There is but one more task you must complete before being named chieftain. You must go to the mountain and find the burial of Hrothmund the Red, the first chieftain of Thirsk. One may only be named chieftain of the mead hall if Hrothmund's spirit approves. Inside the barrow is Hrothmund's great axe. Lay your hands on this weapon and utter your intention to rule over Thirsk. If you are found worthy, Hrothmund will grant his blessing. Go now, seek Hrothmund's barrow at the Eye of the Wolf. When you are ready, when you are away, I will see to the repairs of the mead hall. So yeah, this is why I haven't gone there earlier, because I knew you had to go there again anyway. Okay, I think we can also go down to Asleep's Cave now. We still have time. So it's below the lake, which means we need to do Vivek's Kiss again. And down we go. There's a skeleton here. Not sure if he has anything worth taking. An old red note. Winterfist. It is as we had feared. Anger and her rabble are intent on stealing the Snow Prince's armor from Yolgair Barrow. My men drove them off, but they grabbed the helmet. I know they're hiding somewhere on the island. They've been seen before Lake Fielding and the Fructa Ice Cave. So try looking there. I'll join up with you as soon as I'm able. Hide in the heavy. Snow Prince's stuff. Thought you might recognize that name. It looks like this guy here has had no luck. I think there's a cave entrance. Is it? Yes, it is. So this is the Caves of Fielding. If memory serves, Asleep himself is not actually hostile. So we want to be careful here. Well, there are so many caves here. Okay, there's a torch over there. We'll go to the torch. We'll do it like the moth. We'll go towards the light. Okay, I think this is just a regular Draugr. Ow! Why do I always let them have the first attack? Okay. Let's use that spell so I don't have to keep switching back and forth between weapons and other stuff. So gem, nice. Crossbow. 1 solitary gold. And some rubbish I'll not take. I mean, those Nordic mail gauntlets are kind of nice as well. Stuff is kind of expensive, which is nice, but again, we don't need cash. I'll only take unique stuff that I definitely want, and not just any random garbage. Okay, any more Draugr here? I'm playing as a Dark Elf because I just like that race. I made a custom class with those skills here. So I've started as a spear fighter, but I've switched over to using the Skull Crusher because I want to level up my my blunt weapon now. Trying to get everything to 100, although I'll probably not get there before the end of the game. So yeah. Yeah, we started out as basically a spear fighter with medium armor, mysticism. Basically, what I tried here was to get at least one skill for each attribute, except of course luck. So you have an easier time getting those multiplicators here. I've been doing most of the organizations. I've kind of been avoiding the Fighters Guild because I don't like them too much. So yeah, I've been Thieves Guild, and we've actually been increasing or rising in rank in most of those houses. So we're Grandmaster of the Moraktong, the Telvanni, the Temple, the Thieves Guild, and everything here. Except, of course, the East Empire Company, which we have recently joined. And the Blades, which you can't actually get anywhere closer. Same with the Ashlanders, we can't actually go further than Hearthfriend. Although we technically are the Nerevarine of them. We'll have to actually go there as well. I think we can get one more journey from Nibani Mesa. It's been a long journey. If you want, you can actually go to my channel site, and then you can check out the playlist I made for this, although you might want to enter in video 3 or 4. Are you asleep? No. Nope. Not asleep. You could also have taken Ivar's mace. The thing is so heavy. I think it was actually way better than the Skull Crusher, but not for that weight. I think it's not worth the trade-off, quite frankly. I think Asleep's Lair was also an own location. Why is this place so huge? Oh, I don't like this map at all. I do not like this map in the slightest. If I'm not mistaken, Asleep actually lived near Asleep actually lived near some boxes and stuff, so he had his own little lair. Bone wolf. Huh. Nice. Okay, nothing good here. We'll also get ourselves some custom armor here. Rubbish. Not gonna take any cheap ring anymore. This way. Was any further? There was no further way out there. Okay, do I want to go this way? No. At least I don't think I want to go this way. No, we've been this way according to the map, I think. This is so unhelpful. Well, let's go down. We've been down there as well. So let's in fact go over here and down here. We've clearly been already as well, so let's go back the way we came. I think it's also very nice of the game to actually load you with armor equipment. Okay, down there we've been. Let's actually go back. Ah yes, I currently have a, not a custom build, I'm currently playing on my old laptop, a Lenovo model, don't know what. And I'm unable to upgrade my gear for the time being. It's kind of slated for whenever I get a decent paying job. Right now I'm looking for employment. So by the time I get this done, I will of course also, among other things, upgrade my computer. But until then, this has to do, so I can't actually also go with anything higher than 360p for now. Have I been down this way? I should have been. Just walked in a giant freaking circle. Okay, fine. We'll go this way. I'm not sure how many hours we're into in this one. I can actually see that if I save the game. No, it's day 128. But according to GOG, we're above 100 hours. And since I only installed this basically to stream it, because my Morrowind days have been far behind me, and I actually avoided playing it before I streamed it. So I think we're about 100 hours in. Let's go this way. That's the entrance. Let's go this way now. Okay. Are you Aisley by any chance? No. Should have grabbed Ivar's mace. Yeah, that's I think the point of streaming 360p. That's why I said I can't go any higher. If I go higher, my computer will not manage it. Take that health potion. Okay, I've taken a wrong turn somewhere. Is there anything here? No. Ugh, this place is horrible. The Draugr should be somewhere here. I also just noticed I'm carrying 19 or 17 diamonds, or 14, something around, something above 10 diamonds with me, for no discernible reason. And yeah, we also have a lot of very important stuff, or very valuable stuff. I wish there were artifact pauldrons and greaves. It seems like a grave oversight of any legendary weaponsmith to not make any artifact pants, but that's the way the world goes. Okay, we have been this way, have we? Again, I hate this map layout. It's Lake Fjelding. We have not missed any exits over here, no. in this general direction I should be... Ah, this way. Aha! Is this the exit? No. Ah, Sleep's Lair. That's where I want to go. '82. Yeah, good night, music. I think Sleep's Lair is basically a place that has no hostiles for now. Where would Sleep be? I guess he is near the torches. Ah, here he is. You are brave or foolish to enter this place, Dark Elf, but I sense a bit of wisdom in you, perhaps. I might kill you where you stand, were you to try and keep me from my task, but there are more dangerous things in these caves than this poor soul. What's your story, man? I was once a mage of the people who call themselves the Skaal. I was powerful, mortal, powerful beyond their reckoning. But I strayed. I delved into the black arts, became learned in the ways of necromancy. When this was discovered, I was cast out by my people. Alone, I wandered to this place. I continued to learn what I could of the ways of the living flesh and the energies that animate. I became a summoner. I communicated with the Daedra. It was then I learned of their machinations and their plan to destroy my people. A group of frost Daedra had taken up residence deep in the bowels of this island. I thought at first that it was my doing, that I had somehow summoned these fiends. But they were beyond my abilities. I learned that they would wipe this land clean of life, slaughter my people and all we held dear. I knew I must act. So I tried to warn my people, but I was an empty voice to them, as though I were dead. So I used my magic to erect a barrier deep in this ice, strong enough to contain these Daedra and keep them from overrunning the island. The barrier held. For years I maintained it, but I grew old and I knew that my death would mean the death of all life on Zolt's time. Okay. My life had to be extended, so I used my knowledge of the black arts and turned myself into the creature you see before you. A Draugr, eater of flesh, but my life was infinite. I could keep the barrier intact so that my people might survive. And now you appear. To kill me, perhaps. You may have the power, but perhaps you have a greater purpose here. Fight with me, Dark Elf. Together we might vanquish these creatures, send them back to their unholy plane. I will lower the barrier and we will cleanse the land of this scourge. Yeah, let's do that. Sounds like a better plan than to actually kill you and then let them kill everything on Zolt's time. This is wise. I will lower the barrier that keeps the demons at bay. You and I will be victorious, as the lives of all those above are forfeit if we are not. What would keep me from my task? Nothing must... Okay, fine. So, he has some miraculously preserved wolf hides. I think this is the barrier to the Daedra lair. Okay, so Sleep's Lair. Again, we'll save the game. And then we'll go in here. And there are, I think there's a bunch of very powerful frost Atronachs. There's one, for example, which of course have repel magicka, or reflect magicka rather. They're called dire frost Atronachs, but they give you frost salts regardless. Should also totally trap their souls. Yeah, I was trying to continue. I'm just trying to get those bodies looted. They have frost salts. they also really hurt. Turns out they really freaking hurt. Okay, they're not too bad to kill. Gotta open that. You know I have to. I also have to see if I can trap one of those souls. I'll take that hammer. You might not believe it, but we'll need all of those in the final bit of this quest line. Not of this particular one, but later on. There will be an area when we don't have access to hammers for a while, and we'll have access to plenty of damage, though. That is, plenty of damage will be thrown our way. It's so hard to get through that without hammers. Or without gear to spare. It's also a shame they couldn't actually get a voice line for Aislip. Have at the Atronach. Okay, apparently those don't have souls I can trap. No. I have not. I actually played Skyrim for a short time on my brother's Xbox. But I figured out that controller is something I'm not used to. I've never gotten used to it successfully, I'm afraid, so I've never played this on the controller either. I don't have a controller myself, so never tried it. But I think for stuff like archery, having a mouse is just a lot more convenient. Okay, so why would you store salt twice in a... Ugh, okay, we'll take that. Skyrim itself can be a fun game, but I've actually gone over that in quite a few of the old episodes. I think it had a few very critical shortcomings that were quite a shame. But generally, if you view it as an own independent game, then Skyrim can be considered a pretty good game. If you consider it in relation to all the other Elder Scrolls games, then it's not quite up to par, in my opinion. I mean, Morrowind even has this. In Morrowind, even the Draugr Lord you're supposed to kill is, in fact, somebody who has more character. Who has actually... who's not just like... He is that evil Draugr who tries to kill everyone, but he is, in fact, trying to actually save everyone. I think that's pretty damn great. That's all the Frost Sons. Love those. Whereas in Skyrim, all the Draugr are bad and terrible and need to be destroyed, and all the non-Draugr are good. I just liked having more of this grey zone. Just kind of wish I had brought more huge soul gems. I'm also kind of happy to find some enemies that actually throw spells at me, because since I have picked the Sign of the Atronach, just to have some more magicka to play with, I do not recover magicka on my own. That's like the big trade-off there. Okay. It is done. My time is over. You have done a service here today, both to me and the people of this island. Now I may rest. Before I go, take this. May you have the strength of will to continue your journey. So Aislip has now fulfilled his task, and basically died. Which again is kind of a nice touch. They don't actually force him to live forever, or he basically ended his life. I don't know if Lich can do that. I suppose they could. Most RPG Liches, of course, have no reason to do that, because their basic premise behind actually expanding their life was to not die. But Aesleep was somewhat honorable, so we've got a bunch of this is the story of Aesleep as put in our journal. Our almost 600 pages journal. Okay, I found Dragonlord Aesleep and spoken to him. He tells me that he was once a powerful mage of the Skaal people, exiled for his research into the necromantic arts. Aesleep tells me that through his necromancy he learned of a powerful group of Frost Daedra that were planning to take the island of Solstheim for their own. The Skaal would not listen to his warnings as he was dead to them. Through his magic, Aesleep was able to keep the Frost Daedra at bay. And knowing that eventually his life would end, and the Daedra would escape, Aesleep performed the rituals necessary to make himself one of the undead, and continue to keep the Frost Daedra imprisoned. He believes that together we might defeat the Daedra. He has asked for my help, and I have agreed to fight with Aesleep. Aesleep and I have defeated the last of Frost Daedra. When the last of the Frost Daedra fell, Aesleep realized that his task was finally complete, and he was relieved of his undead state. Before he died, he gave me a magical ring. What's that ring good for? Aesleep's ring is actually quite great. I'm actually tempted to switch that for the moon and star. Yeah, we've done our job as Nerevarine, so now we're going to wear Aesleep's ring. I'm not sure when I will stream next. I'm currently trying to... oh yeah, Skyrim is certainly lacking depth in many places. And as I said, I've listed a fair few of those in my opinion. So, yeah, do feel free to go back on my previous videos. I've made a playlist for those and look at those. I usually try to stream around currently about every day. I do sometimes throw out the announcement on my Discord channel though, so if you want to look at that, might help you. Do I want to walk all the way out here? But yeah, I'll probably stream again tomorrow. I do not know which time though. It's kind of random, so just check YouTube and you may see it. Okay, now this lair should be empty, and we should also have cleared out most of the other stuff. Made himself a little home here, look at that. I'm not sure if a dragon needs sleep or food, although it said eater of flesh, so I guess he had some of that. I prefer not to think about it. I mean, he couldn't have any flesh while it was frozen, so I'm not sure how that worked. I'm not sure how all the other drago came to be down here. What I know is I don't really want to have no weapon ready. He even made himself a little windshield here to get all the wind, or keep all the wind out, which no doubt is going down here. Where the hell was the way out? So our next stream will likely be tomorrow, and I will call this stream as soon as we have returned to was it Coursed Wind-Eye? I think it was Coursed Wind-Eye. Okay, now over here and down there, or up here now. Okay, this way. Let's get our water breathing spell out. Shouldn't really have trouble finding the exit to this place, but I prefer to be safe. Also, something about this magical flame here is that it does not actually hurt you. So we can swim in that just fine. We won't take damage from it. Okay, now we need to find a place where the ice is well, where we can actually surface, although I could just probably yeah, that works too. Okay, Coastwind was somewhere over there. Where do I have him? Oh, there. Okay, Coast. We've done your quest. We'll turn that quest in and then we'll cut the stream. What of a sleep, my friend. You were sent to kill the powerful Draugr and prove your strength for the Skaal. Yeah, so he is defeated. It seems there was more to that creature than any of us had imagined. You have done well. I, for one, will be proud to call you Skaal. Return to the Skaal village. I will meet you there in a while. There are matters I must attend to. Okay, tell me about the Draugr, though. Once they were warriors much like the Skaal. Trapped and hungry on this island, they feasted on the flesh of their fallen comrades, which is a crime against nature. The Allmaker cursed them with undeath, forever doomed to walk the land in search of more flesh of man to consume. That's a terrible fate. It really is. Also, if we talk about Rigmor Halfhand now. I know, okay. I think if you actually banish him, they just say, who? Because they refuse to, or they basically refuse to acknowledge the existence of this person. Which is why Asleep was basically ignored. But it's kind of a shame. So, yeah. Farewell, noble Asleep. And thank you for your ring. Which should actually fortify my maximum amount of magicka. I feel it didn't give me quite as much magicka as I could have had by now. Let's see, we have this. Let's go through our effects here. Yeah, spell absorption. This is basically why we have to take in spells from other things. Oh, we get basically a lot of magicka from that. Otherwise, we'd be at around 110 magicka, which is really not enough. Okay, now we get another 100 points out of that. I'm not sure why we don't seem to have that much. If I remove the Belt of the Hortator... No, that doesn't really help. So let's put that belt back on. Okay. I think it's time to call a stream. Thank you all for watching, and thank you for the lovely chat. Again, I will probably stream again tomorrow, and we'll pick off right where we left off here. So until then, bye!